Valorant is a game that not only won over our hearts and minds with its gameplay, but as of recent, have won over the community's hearts and minds with its skins. Riot Games' obsession with creating over-the-top skins with exorbitant price tags has been more than a simple marketing strategy, but more of a capitalist campaign. And with these campaigns have come overhyped skins that many think give a secret in-game advantage when in reality they are nothing more than a placebo effect. What is up, ProGuides family? My name is Sergeant Frost, and today we're having a discussion on the topic of pay-to-win skins and why most of their perceived buffs are nothing more than a placebo effect. But before we get into that, you guys know what time it is. Yep, that's right, it's time for our question of the day. Today's question is, what is your favorite skin bundle? And how much did you end up paying for it? My favorite skin bundle is the Glitch Pop collection. I'm a fan of everything cyberpunk and anime, so the Glitch Pop skins were right up my alley. It's also the only bundle where I paid the full amount for every piece of content in it. Let us know in the comment section down below what your answers are. Alright, I think that's enough talking about our question of the day. Let's dive into the video. Just to start off with a disclaimer, the main skins in question that we will be talking about today is the Prime Vandal and the Elderflame Vandal. These two skins are some of the most expensive in the game's store. Recently, since their release, they have drawn up a lot of hype for being secretly OP or giving you advantages over the regular Vandal. And this video is going to focus on why that is not true or why it is a stretched truth. We have tested all three versions of the Vandal with fully upgraded visual effects to see the differences between each model and to show how most of the perceived shadow buffs do not really exist. The first component of our test involved testing the difference in the first shot accuracy between the three weapons. The Vandal is notorious for having a bad first shot accuracy, and in our test, that continued to hold true across all three skin variants. The Vandal statistically has a first shot spread percentage of 0.25 when firing from the hip and 0.157 when firing in ADS. This is an exceptionally poor first shot accuracy for what should be a precision rifle. Many people in the community believe that upgraded expensive skins such as the Elderflame and Prime Vandal have secretly buffed this stat without anyone noticing. Upon testing the Vandal at various ranges, we concluded from visual evidence that the upgraded skins did not improve first shot accuracy. We tested the standard, Elderflame, and Prime skins from two different ranges to test our theory. In each test, the Vandal still had the same average spread for each individual skin. Now you might ask, well then, where did this myth come from, that the skins help improve first shot accuracy? Well, one theory that we have found is that each skin has different muzzle flash colors and different tracer colors for rounds fired. These different colors will change your perception of where your shots are landing because they give you better visual clarity than the standard Vandal. Many times you will hear people say that they like using the Prime Vandal or the Elderflame Vandal because it feels better. This is a placebo effect because what you are feeling is the ability to see where your bullet traces are going when firing your weapon. If you combine this feeling with a slightly easier to see through muzzle flash due to it being a brighter color, it might feel like you have better control over where your shots are landing. This feeling people talk about is fake because there is no visual evidence or hard numbers to back up the theory that visually upgraded skins in fact secretly improve your Vandal stats. We understand that for many people, having better visual clarity when firing your weapon gives you a better feeling that you have more control over your rifle's accuracy when firing, when in reality, this is nothing more than a really convincing placebo effect. If you want more help learning about how you can improve your aiming accuracy in Valorant, be sure to check out ProGuides.com. You can quickly upload your gameplay VODs on our website, and we have coaches online 24/7 who will quickly get back to you and help you on your journey towards improving in Valorant. ProGuides.com will teach you the necessary skills to rank up faster, enjoy the game more, and receive premium help from our online coaches. You can book a session whenever you need it according to your schedule. No more time being stuck in your elo. Head over to ProGuides.com to begin your journey to the rank of your dreams. The next topic we will be covering today about pay-to-win skins is RECOIL. Many people still have theories that Elderflame and Prime Vandal skins have less recoil compared to the standard Vandal. Just to disclaim, all of our tests for these Vandal skins were ran in the shooting range on the big moving target wall. We tested each weapon's recoil pattern multiple times and we tested them at two different ranges, up close and at medium distance. First off, the Vandal is infamous for having very high recoil to begin with. The usual spray pattern for the Vandal is the first 4 shots will hit the center and high center target. And then the rest of the pattern is to the right, to the left, and then the right again. This was the first test we ran on the vanilla Vandal to see what our baseline spray pattern would be with the standard rifle. Now our second test involved using the Elderflame Vandal on the blank target while in the range. At a close distance, we did not notice any major changes to the initial recoil pattern. To make sure our results were consistent, we attempted the test a few more times for accuracy purposes. After running through several tests, we conclude that the Elderflame Vandal in fact did not reduce the amount of recoil that the traditional gun would experience. The Elderflame Vandal does have one quirk to how the gun's visual model handles recoil, and that involves the dragon's head moving while shooting and the amount of times the dragon's mouth would open and close between shots. While those specific skin designs did not impact the general recoil of the rifle, it did obscure our vision by a small amount when trying to spray. This made it harder to see what was happening on the near right side of our screen. This in turn actually made the Elderflame feel worse when spraying, which, as you would expect, made the gun harder to use overall. The Prime Vandal, however, behaved similarly when we put it through several tests. When testing the Prime Vandal's recoil pattern, we found no change in the amount of recoil the weapon had overall. The Prime Vandal had an inconsistency when measuring where the recoil shots landed, however. We found that while the occurrence was inconsistent, the amount of recoil horizontally would vary on the Prime Vandal. What this means in simpler terms is that the Prime Vandal has the same amount of recoil as the original Vandal, but on rare occurrences, the recoil on the Prime Vandal would deviate less from side to side. This result was very inconsistent and only happened a couple times over several back-to-back tests on the ranged target wall. While we have no hard data numbers from Riot to confirm the random deviation in the spray pattern for the Vandal, the inconsistencies with the spray pattern when using the Prime skin in particular should ward off any users who rely on the skin as a crutch. The third topic we will discuss today is the difference in weapon tracer rounds between skins, and how they impact how effective the different Vandal skins can be. First up, the original Vandal has orange and red tracers that can be seen fairly easily for most people. However, the muzzle flash on the original Vandal is the same bright color as the tracers, and we found that this can decrease the tracer's visibility at close ranges, making it harder to see. This can be a significant issue, especially for colorblind gamers, because this similarity between muzzle flash and the color of the tracer rounds can make it harder to see where your bullets land. When we tested the tracer rounds for the Elderflame and Prime skins, we found a discrepancy between tracer rounds and their visual clarity. The Elderflame and Prime Vandal both have the same muzzle flash and tracer round color depending on what variant you use. One thing we noticed with both skins was how much easier it was to see the bullet tracers when firing both of these weapons. The original Vandal tracer rounds are not as easy to notice and follow with your eyes when firing the weapon in both full auto and when tap firing. The orange and red colors of the tracers blend in with the muzzle flash, and this conceals most of the flight path of the tracer rounds until they hit the target. If you compare this to the Elderflame and Prime Vandal, you will notice that the tracer rounds are much more visible when firing. Despite being the same color as the muzzle flash, with these skins, the tracer round is visible from the moment the bullet leaves the gun all the way up until the bullet hits its target. While this is not a direct buff over the original Vandal, it is definitely a neat visual feature that comes with the upgraded versions of these skins. Being able to see where your bullet tracers are when they fly through the air can help with recoil control, correcting crosshair placement, tap fire accuracy, and spray transferring to be specific. While bullet tracers on these weapon skins might seem like a small detail that would not have too much of an effect on your gameplay, at the end of the day, every single advantage you can have, even if it's as simple as having more knowledge on how your weapon works than your opponent, can be beneficial. For our fourth and final topic of the day, we will be briefly talking about sound levels when firing the guns and how this affects your gameplay. In order to test these skins for our sound differences, we went into games and turned up our volume to 50%. Our goal with this test was we were trying to see how loud each individual skin got when firing full auto. As a disclaimer again, each skin is fully upgraded with all visual effects for each skin turned on. Our first test was with the original Vandal in a match. The Vandal at the end of the day is a pretty loud gun compared to its counterparts the Phantom, Guardian, and Bulldog. When using the Vandal in game and firing it at full auto, I noticed at times the gun would, as expected, get quite loud, and this would cause me to miss audio cues around me. This led to me dying a few times to people that walked up behind me due to how loud this gun could get in the heat of battle. I found being put at an audio disadvantage could be quite annoying, especially when it led to unnecessary deaths. So for our next test, we used the Elderflame skin to see how it performed on the sound levels test. The Elderflame, don't get me wrong, would get just as loud as the original Vandal, but one advantage the upgraded Elderflame skin had was that it made a distinct softer sound than the original Vandal skin. This is because the Elderflame skin has a soft sound of a dragon screaming when firing, and even though this sound is naturally loud, it still allowed for me to hear everything going on around me, and it did not detrimentally affect my situational awareness like I thought it would have. On the other hand, the Prime Vandal is the best out of the three skins, in my opinion, for sound levels. The upgraded Prime skin has a Star Wars blaster tracer-like effect that makes it a much softer laser sound than the other skins. This made it much easier to hear everything going on around me and did not distract me or turn my focus away from what was going on in game. This skin, as the community knows, makes a very distinct electrical sci-fi pew sound when firing, which not only made the skin a fan favorite, but also can help your gameplay by allowing you to have more of your situational awareness back. In the end, these skins will give no major advantages over the other current skins in the game. These skins are only meant for cosmetic upgrades and not for performance enhancing your mechanics. Well everyone, that is all we have today for Pay to Win skins in Valorant. If you liked the video, then be sure to drop a like and consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content. We upload new videos just like this one every single day, and the best way to stay notified of that is by ringing that notification bell. Don't forget to check out ProGuides.com to gain access to some truly amazing coaching. Remember to stay safe out there, and I will see you all again very soon.
And if you guys want to take your Valorant skills to the next level, go find a pro coach on ProGuides.com who will help you achieve your goals. Alright guys, once again it's been Christoph. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck in your next few games.